Welcome to Sewing Memories podcast with Sewpreneur Stephanie Grams. Today is just our podcast. It is August 1st, 2023. You can get the free Sewpreneur newsletter at sewpreneur.com if you want to take your sewing business from a hobby to a sewing business to become a Sewpreneur. So today we are going to talk about 10 reasons why you should learn to sew and sell teddy bears, specifically memory bears. But let's face it, it is a teddy bear, correct? All right, so here's 10 reasons, and if you haven't liked or subscribed, please consider doing that now. It's a free way to help me out and tell YouTube that I bring good things, information, videos, podcasts, entertainment. All right. Number one, it makes a great personalized gift. Whether you want the teddy bear, memory bear for yourself, for a loved one, or make it into a business. That's my specialty. I help others start and grow their Keepsakes sewing business. So personalized gifts are great. You can take a store-bought bear and have somebody embroider names and date of birth on that. You can also personalize it by using your favorite piece of clothing and create a teddy bear outfit to put on that bear. So, if you're the business owner and you're listening to this and maybe you have a customer that doesn't want you to make a complete bear, but an outfit for a bear. I know a lot of people like to have outfits made from their clothes to fit their Build-A-Bear stuffed bears and stuffed animals. So that might be a little side offering you can add to your shop, which would be considered a personalized, unique, custom-made item. All right, number two, the emotional connection. There is a connection when you're creating that memory bear from scratch, but if you're hiring somebody to make it for you, you are part of that emotional connection that's creating that bear. I've had many customers that designed their bears with the clothing they wanted, and then I would just be the one to sew together. And then I've had the customer that told me just to design it however I want. But it does help with that emotional connection. It makes it more meaningful for the customer and also the person that's going to receive that item, maybe for a gift. Number three, creative expression. Sewing allows you to express your creativity by doing different things, different designs. One-of-a-kind teddy bears they don't lack for creativity, do they? I mean, if you type in memory bears, you're going to get hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of memory bears with different customizations and options and all the things. So if you're the business owner listening, take an hour, do some online research, see what you can do a little differently to offer in your business. You don't want to copy somebody, but you do want to look for inspiration. All right, the next one is there are therapeutic benefits to sewing and creating memory bears or teddy bears. I'll use that interchangeably in today's podcast. Sewing can be relaxing and it can be therapeutic, which can help reduce stress and anxiety, and it does offer a sense of accomplishment, especially if you complete something that might be new, like maybe a certain different memory bear pattern. Maybe you stick to one all the time and you want to try something new. There are dozens and dozens of memory bear, teddy bear patterns available. I know every once in a while I like to just design my own pattern, which if you're watching the podcast video, this particular pattern, it's an angel. That's a pattern I gave out free. I drew that, came up with it myself, and taught my students how to use this free pattern and turn it into a customized option. You can personalize it with names and date of birth, colors, using fabrics or even somebody's clothing. But anyways, if you're watching the video, you're watching me put it together. So, it was therapeutic. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and my customers also enjoy that. Another reason is just because you can upcycle fabric. I was a green business back in 2021, I think it was, in Ohio, and I do teach my students how they can work on becoming more green in their Keepsakes sewing business. If you're interested, I do have my class information in the newsletter at Sewpreneur.com, and also linked from the website StephanieGrams.com if you're interested in learning more about the classes that I teach. Learn a new skill. I know I kind of got in a rut of making the same type of memory bear over and over and over, and I was becoming bored with that. And that's usually when I become bored with something that I'm sewing, it just means that I need to try a new pattern. So I went and I purchased dozens of different types of stuffed bears and stuffed animal patterns that I will be trying on camera the rest of 2023. So, learning a new skill and learning how to handle new fabric is always fun. And it will help your business, and it is a great way for you to expand on your services if you're wanting to do that. All right, so handmade teddy bears can become cherished keepsakes that you or your customer will pass down from generation to generation, sharing those memories. So if you are the customer and you're listening to this podcast by chance, or you're going to sew your own, think of ways to add personalization to that keepsake. So for this video, I'm just going to talk about teddy bears, right? On that teddy bear / memory bear, you can put a little story of what it's made out of in memory of whoever. If you're making it from some of your own clothes, so you have your own little keepsake, write the letter, and you can print that letter on fabric and sew that onto the bear. So whoever ends up with that bear one day will have the story of why you have that teddy bear and what it was made out of. All right, the next one is number 8, community and social connections. I have always looked for a local sewing group. There aren't any where I go except for maybe one quilt guild, and I can't ever get anybody to reply to me. So I've thought about creating my own sewing group, just where we could get together and have some fun and social interaction on sewing, whether they are a quilter or a keepsake sewer or hand embroidery or whatever, just kind of a hobby group. Locally, I think it would be fun. It just would get me out of the house a little bit more and help me to expand my network. So consider doing that with whatever artistic skill you have. If you like to paint, join a painting group. Whatever works for you. Number 9, if you need another reason for making teddy bears, if you aren't really interested in the business part of it, but you would like to help use your sewing skills for, making memories for other people, consider donating your unique memory bears, or teddy bears I should say, to fundraisers and charities. Because handcrafted teddy bears, they can be donated to charities or used for fundraising events to help support different causes in your area. Always reach out though to the fundraiser and make sure you're allowed to do that, so that way you don't waste time and valuable resources. Finally, number 10, it can be a profitable venture. If you're passionate about sewing and you enjoy sewing teddy bears or other stuffed animals, you can turn that skill into a small business opportunity, selling your handmade bears or other animals online or at local markets. So those are 10 reasons why you should jump in and start sewing teddy bears. Again, whether it's a keepsake or a memory bear, a different animal. It doesn't matter. You can still create memories with your sewing skills. You can be creative and still make money. You can help others with their memories or help others through tough times. Sewing teddy bears really it's a great way to combine your creativity, your skill and emotions, and just make it a fulfilling, enjoyable hobby. And it's for anybody of any age, really. If you have a very young child that wants to learn how to sew, maybe their own teddy bear. There are safety scissors and safety needles. There are ways that you can, teach them at a young age, like 5 or 6, to even use a regular sewing machine. So it doesn't have to be like this huge teddy bear. You can pick one that's just like completely two-sided. I call that just a flat teddy bear instead of one of those big 3D teddy bears that have like 18 pieces of fabric that you have to cut out. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea on why making teddy bears is a great way to reach others, create memories, whether as a business or as a hobby, just for family heirlooms that maybe you want to make and pass down over the years. Remember to document it. Create a tag that says made by, Grandma Sue, and the year. And if you're using your own clothes, talk about the shirt or whatever it's made out of. That way, over the years, people will actually have a story to go along with that teddy bear. All right, guys, it's Stephanie Grams, Sewpreneur.com. Please give me a like and subscribe. Put a little teddy bear emoji in the comments and let me know how long you've been sewing teddy bears. All right, guys, have a great day.